Hi everyone, this is William from the Headphone Experience, and tonight I thought I would do something a little bit different. And instead of doing a review of any particular piece of equipment or item, I'm going to talk a little bit about customer service. I personally think that customer service is probably second in line after only building a high quality product and selling it at a reasonable price. I think that's the most important thing that a company needs to do. And then after that, I think next in line would be customer service. I personally think customer service can make or break a company. And I personally, if I am not happy with the customer service from a company, I will not do business with that company or not do business again with that company. And, like I said, I just think it's extremely important for a company to show that they care about their customer once they sell them a product. If a company sells a product and doesn't stand behind it, if they don't stand behind the quality, if they aren't available to answer questions, if they aren't there for help, like I said, I'm not going to do business with that company again. So anyway, I just want to do a short video here tonight and talk a little bit about customer service. And as the administrator of the Headphone Experience on Facebook, I've had the chance to deal with a lot of companies, the customer service from a lot of companies, and sometimes the owners of the companies. And I'm just going to kind of go through and tell you what companies I've been really happy with and which I've been a little bit disappointed with. So I'm going to start out at the top, the companies that I've been impressed with their customer service. And one of those at the top, and I know I've been accused once or twice of being a little partial to both Hi-Fi Man and Kennerton, but I have to say it's probably true, and the reason for that is I've had good customer service from both of them. And I'll start with Hi-Fi Man. And everybody knows that Hi-Fi Man has had a few problems with quality control. The number one issue was a problem with yokes on their headphones breaking. And the fact is, Hi-Fi Man didn't try to cover that up. They came right out and admitted that they had sourced these yokes out to another company that manufactured them, and apparently they got a bad batch of plastic or something, and they did have many failures. In fact, I've know of a couple people in my headphone group, the Headphone Experience, that had more than one set of yokes break on these. But in my impression, Hi-Fi Man did step up. They admitted the problem, and it looks to me like they, did a pretty good job of fixing that problem. I mean, anybody that had broken yokes, I was personally told by Mark from customer service at Hi-Fi Man that anybody that had a broken yoke or anybody that had a problem with a driver failure or channel imbalance in their headphones to contact him directly. And as far as I know, everyone that did that, he tried his best to help them. And I know of people that had multiple replacements. And in fact, myself, I had the Hi-Fi Man Sandara and probably had it for, quite a while, probably 9 or 10 months maybe. And I started to get some cutting out in the left channel. And I quickly realized it wasn't the driver, it was just in the cable, because I tried another cable, didn't have the problem, and also if I switched sides on the cable left to right, the problem moved to the right. So I realized it was a cable. I sent an email to Mark, and seriously, within a week, I had a new cable in the mail. No questions asked, nothing. Hi-Fi Man sent me a new cable, and it takes like 4 days for mail to get to me from New York. I'm in Missouri, right dead smack in the middle of the United States. And so, they had it out in the mail in like 3 days. So, big thumbs up from me to Hi-Fi Man for their customer service and trying to fix the problems. Another one is Kennerton out of Russia. I've been very impressed with their customer service. Mostly the owner of the company, Mr. Kazanzi, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but anyway, I've communicated personally with him many times, and he seems to be just absolutely obsessed with the quality of their headphones. And any quality issues whatsoever, he seems willing to fix the problem, take care of it, do whatever he can. All he seems to be worried about is making sure his customers are happy with his headphone. And I love to see that. I love to see a company that, stands behind and backs up their products the way that Kennerton does. Some other companies that I definitely give a thumbs up to, and being a reviewer, and I realize that I'm still a minor league reviewer, and I'm not that well known. I don't have that many subscribers, haven't done that many videos, but some companies have stepped up and loaned out equipment to me for reviews, and especially when I was just getting started, I was really impressed by companies that were willing to do that. And actually, the very first company that was willing to loan me equipment for a review was Hi-Fi Man, but some of the others that came out and just with a simple email were willing to send me a piece of equipment, trust me with it, trust me to get it back to them or purchase it at some point. Anyway, Burson Audio out of Australia loaned me a headphone amp called the Fun. Kennerton out of Russia has now loaned me 2 headphones, and in fact, I've got a third on its way to me right now. Wells Audio out of California in the United States loaned me their Milo headphone amp, and I personally spoke with Jeff Wells, the owner of the company, twice on the phone, probably for about 45 minutes each time, and really nice guy, gave me a ton of information, and just really, seems to stand behind his products and wants to make sure his customers are happy. And like I said, big thumbs up to Wells Audio. Meza out of Romania loaned me the 99 Classics headphones, and just couldn't have possibly been nicer in our communications. Just really friendly, nice people. Urzatish, I'm still not sure how to pronounce it correctly, out of Slovenia, loaned me their Bacillus Tilia headphone amp, and also, just very nice but very friendly people. Felix Audio out of Poland loaned me their Echo amp for a review, and also just very nice people, seem to go out of their way to help me out and give me information and all that, and they seem to really stand behind their products. And one of the latest was SPL, which is Sound Performance Labs out of Germany, loaned me their Phonitor XE amp, and same thing, just really nice people that really seem to stand behind their products. So I give them all a thumbs up as far as their customer service and their customer relations. Another couple companies I've had good luck with, Benchmark Media out of New York, I believe. I actually had bought the Benchmark DAC 1 several years ago, and I called them up, and they actually put me on the phone with one of their technicians, and we spoke for quite a while, and the guy gave me a lot of information. I've ordered cables from them a couple times. Just they seem like really nice people. Audio GD out of China. I'm using their Master 9 headphone amp as my reference amp, and I've communicated back and forth with the, I don't know if it's the owner, but anyway, one thing, Anytime I've emailed them, I've got a response within a few hours. Very friendly. A little bit difficult to communicate. The person I'm communicating, their English is a little broken. Some people would refer to it as Chinglish. But anyway, they seem to back up their products, will answer any question you have, help you in any way. So another thumbs up to Audio GD for their customer service. Then other companies I've dealt with, I haven't got quite as good a reaction. One that I initially was very happy with, I sent an email to ZMF, got out of, I think they're out of Austria. Anyway, got a very nice email in return offering to loan me one of their headphones for a review, which I thought was great and very anxious to get it. And they made it sound like probably about 3 weeks. Well, that was about 10, almost 11 months ago, and I'm still on a waiting list. So, they made the initial offer and, seemed very friendly, but, I've been waiting like 10 months for that loan to come through, and it hasn't. And, if someone isn't doesn't want to loan me something, that's fine. I understand. Like I said, I'm still minor leagues. Just tell me that. Just, say that, it's not in their best interest right now or whatever. But, I like people being honest with me, and, so maybe they do have a waiting list that long. Maybe their waiting list is 10 months long. So anyway, so kind of down the middle rating on them, initially good response, but still patiently waiting. Another company that I've had kind of mixed results with would be Shit Audio. They're out of the US, out of California, and I own one of their products, the Loki 4-band equalizer, and I bought that. I didn't get it for review. It wasn't loaned to me. I purchased it before I started doing reviews. And at the time I ordered it, according to their website, it was in stock and ready to ship. Well, it ended up taking me a month to get it. I found out it wasn't in stock, the website hadn't been updated, and I was putting on a waiting list and given a date, and then that date came and went, and then another date, and finally about a month later I got it. And basically, about half the emails I send to them, or I have sent to them, haven't gotten responses. And the ones I do, I've got a decent response, somewhat friendly. But to be honest, it just doesn't look to me like they are really that concerned with customer service. I've heard complaints from a few other people about emails being ignored, things like that. And from what I hear, they put out a very good product. And I think they've got a long waiting list on most of their products. And it seems to me that as long as people are lined up to buy their products, that they're really not that concerned about customer service. Maybe that's just my impression. Maybe they are. But I really think as many amps and DACs and all that they're selling, they could maybe put one more person on customer service and and on keeping their website updated as to whether products are available or not. In fact, last year when I bought my Audio GD, I was seriously considering buying a Shit Ragnarok, which is their, that's their flagship amp. And I contacted them about it because their website said it was on back order. And after a couple of attempts, I finally got a response and was basically told that they were waiting for parts and they weren't sure when the parts were going to come in, and then they couldn't give me any solid estimate of how long it would take to actually get the amp after that, or how many orders were lined up in front of me. And because of the fact that I just couldn't get a solid answer on when they could actually produce the amp and when I could get it, I went ahead and ordered an Audio GD Master 9 because they promised that amp would be shipped in 4 days. And it was shipped on day 4 from the day I ordered it. and actually arrived at my house in 10 days. And I don't know how it got from China to me in the middle of the US in 6 days, but somehow it did. So anyway, so basically the response I got from customer service made me choose the Audio GD Master 9 over the shit Ragnarok. And, you know, and every video I do, I talk about the Audio GD being my reference amp, so they're getting a lot of promotion. I even asked Shit Audio about getting anything they sold, you know, no matter what the price. I wasn't picky as far as getting something on loan, and because I did a review on the Loki that I had purchased, and actually I've done 2 videos on that have got over 10,000 reviews total, or 10,000 views total. So, I mean, that's respectable numbers, and I would think, you know, maybe they could send me a $100 amp or something to review. And they actually asked me what I was interested in reviewing. I gave them a list of everything that I would be interested in, ranging in price from their entry level to their flagships, and then didn't get a response back to that. So, you know, I'm not sure what happened. Then there's some other companies that I've sent out emails, inquiries, requests to maybe review their equipment, and that I haven't got any response at all from my emails. So that I'm kind of disappointed in that. You know, like I said, I understand if a company doesn't want to take a chance loaning a piece of equipment to someone relatively new like myself, that's fine. I understand that. But at least, you know, take 2 minutes and send me an email and, you know, just say, you know, thank you for inquiring, thank you for asking, you know, sorry we can't help you at this moment. But several companies I got no response at all from, and like I said, that's a little disappointing to me. And some of those companies would be Klipsch, Ultrazone, Grotto, Focal out of France, Final Audio, which I believe is out of Japan, Advanced, and Bioelectric. I sent emails to all of those companies and didn't get any response at all. And then there's a few companies that I've actually contacted twice, sent 2 requests to them, and still didn't get a response. And that would be Odyssey, Woo Audio, and Mr. Speakers. I've sent 2 requests to each of those 3 companies interested in possibly reviewing their equipment and got no response at all. So, you know, I can't help but being disappointed with, you know, just a lack of effort on their part. The only company I've had really bad results with as far as customer service, that would be Monster. I believe they're out of California, and that would be the Monster that made the Monster power conditioners. They made amps, they made headphones, they made IEMs, they made all kinds of things. And I had purchased brand new their HTS 5100 MK2 power conditioner, which was about a $600 or $700 power conditioner. And this had a 5-year warranty on it. Well, mine suffered a complete unexplained failure at 4 years. I contacted them. They had me ship mine into them, which cost me about $45 because it was heavy. And they did send me a replacement. I believe it was a brand new one they sent me. So everything was fine. Okay, well, 4 years later, the same unit, well, a new version of the same unit, suffered the exact same total catastrophic failure, just no storms, no power surges, nothing, just one day stopped working completely. And my understanding is that unit had a problem with the 24 volt power supply that went to the controls and the LED indicator and all that on the front, of that just failing. And I think that's what happened with both of mine. And the second one, I realized that this was 8 years since the original purchase, but it was only 4 years since it was replaced, and it's all over the internet that this unit had a problem. I personally think that they should have stepped up and made an exception to their 5-year warranty. And if someone had multiple failures of the same unit, I think they should have done something. And I contacted them, and I basically was told that my 5-year warranty was over and that there was absolutely nothing that they could do to help me. And I mean, I even tried to find out if I could get it repaired or, you know, get parts for it or whatever. And I was just pretty much ignored. They just basically told me I was SOL, and, you know, that was the end of it. So not happy with them at all. And I've noticed that their company is no longer making power conditioners. They're no longer making amps. I don't know if they even make headphones. All I see that they're selling now is like $30 or $40 power strips. And I personally think the company's on the verge of going under. And probably the reason for that, in my opinion, is their very poor customer service and their lack of helping their customers or standing behind their product. So, you know, like I said, I think bad customer service can make or break a company. And I think Monster is, you know, pretty much proof of that a company will go under if they don't stand behind their products. Besides from manufacturers, there's been a couple of audio dealers that just kind of, you know, sell all different brands of equipment that I've also dealt with that I've been very happy with customer service. And that would be, one would be Audio Advisor, which is out of Michigan, I believe. And I've ordered from them a few times and dealt with customer service, and they've been extremely friendly, very helpful. I think they have a 90-day return policy. Very nice company to deal with. Fair prices. I mean, you know, they sell some expensive stuff, but I believe their prices are fair and in line with others. And like I said, I'm very happy. Give Audio Advisor a thumbs up. And another one would be Music Direct out of Chicago that I've bought from a few times. Sells everything from, you know, kind of entry level up to mid-high end. And same thing, they stand behind their products. I think they're very good about returns and very friendly customer service, and also a big thumbs up to Music Direct from me. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, but once again, I personally think customer service is extremely important, and if a company goes out of their way to back up their product and help their customers, I will be a repeat buyer. Where if a company just acts like they don't care, or, you know, we got your money, so we're done with you, you know, that's the kind of company I'm not going to do business with again. So, you know, that all you companies, especially you new companies starting up, I highly recommend that you put your customers first, and that will be the secret to success and a long life for your company. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. This is William from the Headphone Experience. If this video has helped you in any way, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you're all welcome to join us over at my Facebook group, the Headphone Experience. Thank you.